Hi, Katie. It's Catherine's mom. I'm back again with The Odds of Getting Even, Chapter 8. This chapter is called The Next Break-In. Glad that's over, Harm said as the school door closed behind us and Dale tripped down the steps. Dale, how do you stay cool with people talking like that? Dale flipped his collar up. I'm Tupperware, he said, very suave. Harm's smile froze. He means Teflon, I said. Nothing sticks. Hey, Harm, where's your bike? Dale asked as we headed across the schoolyard, Attila on our heels. Is Mr. Red scared of Daddy, too? He's a little jumpy, yeah, Harm said. He dropped me off this morning. Most folks did, he said, hooking a thumb at the empty bicycle rack. A nearby Buick tootled its horn. Yoo-hoo, desperados, over here, Grandmother Miss Lacey called just as Attila's mother's stealth beige Cadillac oozed to the curb. Mrs. Simpson purred her window down. Good news, Anna, she called, sneering at Dale. They found Macon Johnson's camp stove at the side of I-95. He's gone, and good riddance to white trash. Hop in, honey, I'm late. White trash? Who does she think she is? Hey, you! I shouted before I could think of anything to say. Most witches ride broomsticks. How'd you rate a Cadillac? Attila puffed like a blowfish and dropped her books. I started for her, my hands balled into fists. Harm grabbed the back of my jacket and spun me toward the Buick as Dale opened the front door. Harm slung me in and slammed the door. The boys dove in the back, and Grandmother Miss Lacey put the pedal to the metal. Anna will get you for that, Harm warned, sounding happy. Yeah, Dale said. Thanks. I've been fighting for Dale ever since our diaper days. He hates fighting. I, on the other hand, enjoy it, especially if Attila's my target. Dale leaned across the seat to study Grandmother Miss Lacey's face. Is it true Star found our camp stove? Grandmother Miss Lacey, who ain't much taller than me, sits on a pillow to see over the dash. It's true, and I should warn you, Caper's jailbreak story is front page news all over the state. The cafe phone is ringing off the hook. Reporters, gossips. Is that all she wrote? I said, thinking of Miss Rose's break-in. Should she have written more? So, Capers Dillon kept her word. Grandmother Miss Lacey went for a change of topic. How was school, Dale? School lasts 12 years and people are trashing us worse than ever, and I hate it, but except for that, it was fine. We gave out adoption forms. I'm hoping Mo will take glamour photos of Liz so we can post them too, he added. Being a best friend carries a heavy price. Sure, I mumbled. Miss Thornton, may I offer you a puppy? Dale asked in a move straight out of manners girls like. It could grow into a watchdog and keep you from being an old maid. An old maid? Definitely not in manners girls like. Harm gasped. Dale, he said, I don't think that came out right. Dale means, I said. I stopped, trying to think of an end to the sentence. Alone, she said. He means I wouldn't be alone. Thank you, dear, but some things are worse than being alone. Being chewed up, spit on, and covered with dog hair comes to mind. Harm, I'll drop you off first if no one objects. I'm sure Grandpa Red won't mind, Harm teased. He misses you. I've been busy at the inn, dear, she said, pointing the Buick toward the edge of town. Lavender's finishing up another room for us. So much dust. Lavender can fix anything. It's only a matter of time before he gets his new second-hand race car fixed up and wins at Daytona. I will cheer from the stands. Grandmother Miss Lacey puttered past the old store and turned onto a rutted path leading through the woods to Mr. Red's dirt yard. My word, Harm Crenshaw, she said, gazing at the small homestead. You two have been busy. Harm grinned. Check out the new steps. Gramps built them himself. Very handsome, she murmured as Mr. Red spotted us. He straightened his barn jacket and wiggled his cap tighter on his head. Those plaid ear flaps are a good look for him, Dale said. Mr. Red opened her door. Lacey, he said, like a prince opening a carriage door. Red, she replied, smiling up at him. The place looks nice. Come in and see what I've been doing, he invited. She shook her head. Not today. I want Mo and Dale home before people start worrying and talking. She put the Buick in reverse, and we bounced down the path. Are you going to marry him? Dale asked as we hit a rut that bounced him almost to the roof. Marry Red? She said. What on earth are you talking about? I hope not, he said. You're Mo's honorary grandmother. If you marry Mr. Red and adopt Harm, that would make Harm Mo's uncle. I don't think you can go to 6th grade in the same class with an uncle. It sounds illegal to me. Dale's mind works in mysterious ways. I hadn't thought of it quite like that, she said. Nobody thinks quite like Dale. 5 minutes later, Dale and me blasted through the cafe door. Miss Lana, I called. Guess what? We passed out puppy applications, and I skidded to a halt. Hello, detectives, capered Dillon said, stuffing her papers into her saddlebag. The cafe had gone from World War II Paris, khaki napkins, Sherman tank salt and pepper shakers, Maurice Chevalier on the jukebox. What's cooking? Dale sniffed. Mama's collards? Where's Miss Lana? I asked. Piggly Wiggly, she said. It's amazing how much food a cafe runs through. The Colonel had already taken the phone off the hook and stomped out. Lana asked me to watch the place. I hoped you're not hungry because I don't cook. Miss Lana left the cafe with a rookie. You're relieved of duty, I said. Cafe command requires expertise. When you deal with the public, an infinite number of things can go wrong. As if to prove my point, a red sports car wheeled into the parking lot. Flashy hubcaps, spoiler, air freshener dangling from the mirror. Flick Crenshaw rolled out, an ugly stick of dynamite begging for a light. Speak of the devil, Dale said, heading for the ice cream. Flick shoved through the door. Hey, Dale, he said. Who's your friend? You know Mo. I mean the good-looking one, he said, winking at Capers. Coffee, Mo. We're out. His gaze lingered on the full coffee pot. Not my day, he said. Came over to join Star's search. I'm civic-minded that way. Only he can't use me. Flick's civic-minded like the Colonel's take-out the trash-minded, meaning he ain't. He smirked at us. You don't know, do you? He asked. Some detectives you are. Macon Johnson robbed Creekside Baptist Church. The ice cream scoop clattered from Dale's hand. What? Check your police scanner, he said, like we had one. Creekside Baptist is your church, isn't it, Dale? Doesn't your mama sing in the choir or something? Bet she won't after this. Get out of here, I said, my temper popping. Flick's face went switchblade serious. Don't tell me what to do, you little... Leave her alone, Capers snapped. She tucked her saddlebag against her body, shoved her right hand inside, and pointed the bag at him. I mean it. Gun, I whispered. Get down. I turned to Dale. Down here, he whispered from behind the counter. Flick glared at Capers, spun, and slammed the door behind him. What's in there? I demanded, as Flick fishtailed across the parking lot headed for town. We don't allow firearms unless you're Joe Starr. She plopped into a chair. Just my riding gear. Total bluff. She flipped open the saddlebag. See for yourself. What's wrong with that guy? Mama says he's unsavory, Dale said, grabbing the phone and dialing. Harm, meet us at Creekside Baptist, he said, and hung up. I looked at Capers. Smart, good bluffing skills, bold, and she kept her word to me. Maybe she's cafe material after all. You're in charge, I said, snagging my camera. We'll fill you in when we get back. Deal, she said, and we flew out the door. Dale hopped on my handlebars light as a bug, and I pedaled toward town. Flick's car roared by, headed back toward the cafe. Where's he going? I looked back a moment later to see Capers and Flick in the parking lot, her finger in his bantam chest. Look, I said, skidding to a halt and pitching Dale to his feet. Capers hauled back and slapped Flick hard enough to stagger him sideways. Wow, Dale said. She's got a temper bad as yours. And a way better right hook. Suddenly, I liked Capers Dillon a lot. And that's the end of chapter 8. Our next chapter 9 is He Could Have Just Asked.